and welcome back to Green-Eyed Starlet. If you are new here, hello and welcome. My name is Brandy and I'm working to live a life worth living through art, movement, and exploration. So in last week's video, we talked about how I went about creating a daily schedule for myself so that I felt a little bit more accomplished with all the extra time I have due to everything that's going on in the world, basically. If you didn't see that video and you would like to go check it out, I will leave it linked right up here, but I would like to warn you that while there are some amazing tips and ideas in that video, after going through my own routine or schedule that I created for myself for about a week, there were a lot of things that I did have to change or modify even for myself. So as you go into that video, make sure that you are willing to, play around with the schedule and change things up to make something really good for yourself. Which brings us to today's video. After making last week's video, and especially after watching Tiffany Ferg's video about productivity, I started to fall into this abyss of the concepts of relaxation and productivity and how they relate to us and me and the world. And I was originally gonna make this video a nice and sweet video about our relationship to productivity and, 10 tasks that are both relaxing while still giving you that satisfaction of accomplishing something and feeling productive. And while I think there's still value in that video idea, I was compiling my script for this video and I was just getting really heated. Really heated about what I was thinking about, really heated about how I felt about it, and after confiding in my amazing boyfriend, I decided to change the direction of today's video. So here we are. Cause I want to be real with you guys, I really do. And I was gonna suggest things like reading a book or redecorating your room, which are 100% two things that I would do and 100% two things that would make me feel accomplished. But I was also gonna suggest things like finish a video game, which I've never actually done, like actually finished a full video game, and something like doing a puzzle, which I actually hate doing. So you can kind of see why that video in its entirety made me feel kind of crappy or ingenuine if I were going to share those things with you guys and feel those ways about it. It was gonna be kind of a half video, honestly. Cause laying all my cards on the table, I have always had a problem with balancing productivity and relaxation. I don't know why, but I just always have. And bringing it back to Tiffany's video again, it was really her video that sparked all of this fire in me about this topic, because her video really spoke to me and really hit me and really made me start reflecting on my own relationship to those two words. And if you haven't seen her video on productivity, I will leave it linked above and down in the description box below. So you definitely should go check it out. You should go check out all her videos. She puts so much time and effort into her videos that it's just incredible. And a lot of times they're very eye-opening, whether that be about the world or your own self. So I highly suggest you go check out her video, because basically everything I'm going to talk about in this video was inspired or brought to my forefront because of watching that video. I think the state of the world right now and the fact that I'm being, forced to stay at home and have a lot of time on my hands has really pushed this idea, this concept, this problem to the forefront of my mind. I was actually talking to a friend of mine yesterday who I work with at the editing job that I freelance for, and I was texting her and basically just explaining how sitting idly at home has kind of led me to realize a little bit more of my workaholic tendencies. And she said to me, I'm gonna read this verbatim because it's important. She said, "Girl, with all those streams of income and staying booked and busy, for all of it to suddenly come to a halt must feel like a slap of whiplash." What she said was so important to me in that moment, for sure. And if she's watching this, I hope you understand how much I needed your wisdom in that moment. So thank you so much. But I want to really point out two important things about what she said, because everything that she said was so wise and just, for me at least, it just hit me. And some things people are gonna tell you a million times, and it takes that million and one person to tell you that thing, and then you're like, oh my god, I do get it now. But it's important for two reasons of what she said. The first is that she did not shame me in any way for basically just missing work. Because that's basically what I was saying, is that I missed working, and I do. I feel like I miss working. And it was nice to not feel shamed for missing work at a time like this, because I do understand the state of the world is in chaos. So it felt good to not be shamed for missing work. And the second thing is, she kind of laid it out for me in a new way to think about it, and in a new way to reason with my feeling of dread, I guess. Because my biggest internal problem through all of this has been whether or not to give myself time to relax and just, you know, chill out, do nothing, or to take literally every minute that I have been given and working my butt off during all of it. I.e., that balance between productivity and relaxation. I think that we have all been conditioned, me included, me especially maybe, that our self-worth is tied directly to how productive we are, or how much we create, or how hard we work. And Tiffany explains this in her video a little bit better, and it goes back to, you know, community and religion and thousands of years of just human work effort and all of that has shaped this idea that we all feel a little attached to that. But I definitely felt like I could relate to that. And I think it's actually kind of funny in a twisted way that a lot of the times our obsession, our toxic obsession with productivity, is that we are working our fingers to the bone so that one day we don't have to work at all. It's this idea of work now, play later. And it's mind-boggling to me. Like, I have been feeling so guilty because I understand that I am so fortunate. And like, have I lost every stream of income that I had? Yes, I have. And I'm dealing with that. I am. But do I have a roof over my head? Am I healthy? Do I have food to feed both me and my cat and my boyfriend combined? Yes. And staying home is just a barely above a moderate inconvenience that I know is so much better than what a lot of you may be facing, or what a lot of the world is facing right now. I know I am privileged. I understand that, and I want you to know that I am aware of that privilege, but I still am over here feeling like my self-worth, I am not enough because I don't feel like I'm doing enough. Like, in the last 2 weeks or so, I've talked to probably 10 friends and family members about everything and confided in them that when all of this is said and done, I really want to have something to show for this time. Meaning that I want to have, you know, a new skill, or be more physically fit, or have produced or created something that I can show and that I can be like, this is what I spent my time on. When all of this is said and done and I can re-engage with society, I want to have something to show for my time. In my head, I have been completely blessed with time that I have constantly said throughout my entire life I didn't have enough of. I've always said I wanted more time. I've always said that I didn't have enough time. So I feel like I've been truly gifted or blessed with this time, and it's so valuable that I feel like if I don't do something brilliant with it, if I don't do something amazing with this time that I've been given, that I'm just a piece of... And that really sucks. It sucks so bad because, like I said, I understand my privilege. I really, truly do. Like, you don't have to come for me. I know that the world is a very scary place right now, and people are dying, and people are in such worse financial situations than I am or ever will be, and I feel that. I know that. I understand that I am lucky. I am fortunate in this moment, but I think that it's also important that no matter how anyone in the world is feeling right now, no matter what in the world someone is upset about, I think now, and now's the moment, and every moment basically, is a moment to choose compassion for other people's emotions, because this world just doesn't have enough compassion when it comes to that. And like, honestly, I don't know, that could be a whole video in itself about having space and holding space for other people's emotions, whether you agree with them or not. That could be a whole other video that maybe I'll make, but yeah, I'm struggling. And I think one thing that I really want to make note of in this video, so that it can kind of be almost like a disclaimer to all of my videos, is that I really love making videos for you guys. I really love sharing my life, my ideas, my problems with you guys, and I want you to know that Just because I find something in me that I want to change, that I want to modify, that I want to fix or do or whatever, or even if I find something that really works for me or something that I love, you know, I'm sharing that with you guys, and take that with a grain of salt. Just because I want to change something about myself doesn't mean that you have to change that same thing about you. Just because I find something that really works for me doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to work for you. And I think something about productivity is the part that we all have to figure it out kind of for ourselves, and what level of productivity is healthy for us. Because I think as humans, we all need to have a sense of accomplishment. We all, you know, want to do something or make something, and that's kind of like our purpose, you know, like we find our purpose and we want to complete that thing, accomplish those things. So it's just important to note that, I guess, take all of this and you have to really, I guess, hear what I'm saying, understand and like feel what I'm saying, but then find what that means for you. And I'm so sorry that this video probably leaves you with more questions than answers, but I think that this discussion around the idea of productivity and balance really is something that we have to have with ourselves, for ourselves. And when it comes to me, I think that I really need to focus on stripping myself of those negative connotations that I feel or that I attach to the idea of chilling and just relaxing, and that if I am laying there chilling and relaxing and start to become feeling like I feel a little bit lazy or something, that I get up and do something about that. Finding that balance of being like, hey, if you want to go take a nap, take a nap. But when you wake up from that nap, if you feel like you really want to go for a walk, go for a walk. Do whatever and be really intuitive with my own body and my own mind, and be like, okay, what do we want to do now? You know, and try to see how that helps me balance everything out. Obviously, sometimes we have to force ourselves to do things that we don't want to do, like go to work or do homework and stuff like that. Like, there are going to be things that are non-negotiable things that we have to do. But when it comes to those littler things, you know, whether that be make your bed, or should we go for a walk? Should I do that at-home workout? Stuff like that. Should I make that YouTube video? Because at the end of the day, this is currently still a hobby. I would love for this to one day be part of my job, part of my income. That would be amazing for me. I would love that. But right now, I mean, I have to force myself to do YouTube videos, which is a hobby. And that's like an interesting thing that we can also talk about another day, I guess. But yeah, there are plenty of things in this world that make you feel accomplished, make you feel productive, while not making you feel like you want to throw up due to stress. And I think I need to incorporate a few more of those things into my life. So, you know, maybe I do choose to play that video game or binge watch a TV show with my boyfriend, or, you know, just finding things that both make me feel relaxed, make me feel productive, and things like work that I actually still need to do and stuff like that. Just finding that balance. And I guess the best way to wrap up this video so you don't feel like you just watched a however many minute video on me just having a mental breakdown is that I leave you with this, and the idea that you should sit down with yourself and decide, what does the word productivity mean to you? What does the word relaxation mean to you? How do you relate to both of these words? How do they relate to each other, you know? Can you find a way to make these two concepts live under the same roof? Happy and healthy, and finding balance in that. And honestly, the best advice I can give you for this and life in general, you know, at least at this point in my life, you know, coming from a 20-something YouTuber here, I think that the best advice I can give you is make it messy. You know, make mistakes. Try something. If it doesn't work, try something else. Move little parts of things around, move big things of parts around. Be willing and open to constantly evolving, constantly learning, constantly changing. And that's how we can truly find this balance in life of not only productivity and relaxation, but all elements of our life. Sorry if that just got really, really deep for you guys, but I'm kind of here for it, so I think that's a pretty good way to end this video. Okay, Mellow Squares, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please, please, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. I wanna give myself a little like, woohoo! I hit 700 subscribers the other day, and I'm really, really grateful for that. As you guys know, I'm working to regain my partnership status. and it's been a long journey. I'm 300 subscribers away and like 3,000 hours of watch time away. So if you want to go check out another video after this, I would not argue with that. I would not argue with that for sure. But I love you guys so much. If you have any questions, concerns, if you just want to talk, leave me a comment down in the description box down below and I'll try to get back to as many of you as I possibly can. As always, I love you guys so much. So much. I will see you on Wednesday with a brand new vlog, and I might see you on Monday with a brand new video, but we'll see. I'm not committing to anything yet. So if you stayed to this point, you may have a new video on Monday as well as Wednesday. So yeah. Okay, my listeners, I love you guys so much. Hope you have a great day. Hope you have a great week.